So, welcome to class. And in today's lecture, we'll cover the burning topic of Bangladesh crisis. You know that Sheikh Hasina now has resigned from her position of Prime Minister, and now she has come to India. Okay. And in today's news, you will see that Bangladesh Parliament is dissolved, and Yunus, that is Muhammad Yunus, proposed as interim leader. Who is Muhammad Yunus? You know that he has been awarded Nobel Prize for Economics way back in 1996, and he's the founder of a microfinance institution known as the Grameen Bank. And now he has been proposed as an interim leader, and he has accepted that proposal as well. Who has proposed this? Nahid Islam. You know that Nahid Islam is one of those three student leaders who have perpetrated these protests. So through these days, you know that there was a protest, a mass protest, especially it was mobilized by students and also the opposition parties and its supporters. Okay, you know that the party of Sheikh Hasina, that was Awami League, and the party of her opponent leader, that is Khalida Zia's party, Bangladesh National Party, BNP. So now Khalida Zia has been released from jail. She was in jail for a number of years, and almost all the supporters of Khalida Zia, they have been released. On the other hand, all the supporters of Sheikh Hasina, they have been put behind the bars. Okay, so all these developments have happened in such a startling series that even India could not decipher that how that happened. So now she has been given a temporary safe haven here, but ex-PM Sheikh Hasina is now trying to take asylum either in United Arab Emirates or in some other nation, because possibly United Kingdom has denied. Here you can see that after the denial of UK, she is seeking the possibilities of asylum in UAE or Saudi Arabia. Okay, so the main thing here is that after this crisis of Bangladesh, in which you can see that a democratic government, a democratically elected government, though it has been there, that the elections were rigged in some of the regions, but even then, in the manners, the government was toppled. That was, you can see that neither it can be called a coup, a military coup, because military did not intervene directly, though in a way it supported the students' leaders, because finally it gave only 45 minutes to PM Sheikh Hasina to leave the country of, and here you can see here, that is the student leader. These three student leaders, they have played an important role in perpetrating these protests. So you can see the visuals here, the mob here. Previously, Sheikh Hasina has resigned, though in the beginning, and here that was the army chief. Here, this person is now the most important person there. And Waqar-uz-Zaman, he is the army general, he is the chief, and now the temporary government is under his command. Okay, so Waqar-uz-Zaman is now leading Bangladesh, and in that situation, we know that we have very complex borders with Bangladesh. We have many enclaves, we have porous borders, and many rivers cut through India-Bangladesh borders. And there has been a problem of infiltration and illegal immigration from Bangladesh. We have seen this, though the present government, which was Sheikh Hasina's government, that was like a friendly government with India. But now we'll have to see that the next one, possibly from the Khalida Zia, or that will be under the control and command of Waqaruz Zaman. If that happens, that will not be good for India. But if the next government, as Muhammad Yunus has promised that he will try to conduct a fair and free elections there, if the next government is democratically elected government, then we'll have to see this, what happens. So you can see the visuals. Only 45 minutes were given to Sheikh Hasina. Then Sheikh Hasina fled to India, still sees in India. So this was like a mob protest, and there are allegations. There are some of the here in this news item you can see that states that are mostly our northeastern states, they have stepped up vigilance along the borders, Bangladesh borders, to check the unauthorized entry. Especially Meghalaya has claimed night curfew, while Assam, Mizoram and Tripura have asked BSF, Border Security Force, Assam Rifles and local police and other security agencies to keep a sharper eye on cross-border movements so that no one can infiltrate, no one can illegally migrate towards India. You know that India has a long border with Bangladesh, around 4096 kilometer long border, and especially with West Bengal, it is around 2200 kilometer. So the situation in West Bengal, the situation is in other northeastern states like Meghalaya, Assam, Mizoram and Tripura. We have to see them. And apart from that, there are also news that the minorities, the Hindu community, Buddhist community and other minorities like Christian, Garo and Khasi communities and mixed faith Tiprasas, which are in scheduled tribal list of Tripura, they are residing in Bangladesh, and we'll have to protect these minorities which are still in Bangladesh, because there are news that temples have been broken. Not only temples, even the father of the nation, that is Bangabandhu Mujibur Rahman, father of Sheikh Hasina, his statues have been toppled down. They have entered the Parliament House, means those protesters, they have entered the Parliament House, and they were even flinging the undergarments of ex-PM Sheikh Hasina, and that is deplorable. That is deplorable. That cannot be accepted in any sense. Okay, because that was like an anarchy. Means people are entering the parliament, they are toppling down the statues of the father of the nation, and though they are saying that she was an anarchist, but what are they doing? They are doing the things in the same manner. Our Hindu brothers and sisters there, Buddhist, Chakma community there, they are in danger. So India will have to intervene in that situation, and will have to see the border situation in the coming days, right? So apart from that, we'll have to see that what were the complex border situation with India and Bangladesh. So in the next slide, you will see that after this crisis, our borders have been, they have been on high alert. The rail links have been banned, and this is the border between India and Bangladesh. This is a porous border. Here you can see the rivers, anyone can infiltrate and illegally migrate towards India, and they are the enclaves. Here the border is so complex that enclaves, they have a different nature. Uh, Earlier, there was a treaty between India and Bangladesh in 1971, but that treaty was not accepted or executed. But in 2015, the land border agreement was executed, and then after that, many of the enclaves. What is an enclave? You can see here that, like, this is an area. This is an enclave of India, and this is surrounded by the Bangladesh. Okay, so if this is X nation like Bangladesh and this is India, so if any part of Bangladesh is within Indian boundary, this is called an enclave. So in that way, you can understand that there are first order, second order, and even third order enclave. Means an enclave of India within Bangladesh, then again Indian territory. Okay, so they are several enclaves, and with the, yeah, here you can say that this is an enclave and this is surrounded by the Bangladesh boundary. Then again border, again this part is surrounded by Indian boundary, and this part is surrounded by Bangladesh. So they are very complex places, enclaves. So many of the enclaves have been exchanged between India and Bangladesh. If you go through these enclaves, you will come across the boundaries again and again. Here you can see the visuals from the 1971 agreement, but that was not executed that time. Then again, what happened recently, means under the Prime Ministership of Narendra Modi, this agreement, that is a landmark agreement of 2015, that was signed. Land boundary agreement on June 6, 2015, India and Bangladesh ratified the land boundary agreement, and under this exchange of enclaves happened. 111 Indian enclaves in Bangladesh and 51 Bangladeshi enclaves in India were exchanged, affecting around 51,000 people. Okay. So what is the takeaway from this agreement? Exchange of enclaves and demarcation of boundary, right? Then its impact and significance was that improved relations between India afterwards. After the signing of this agreement, under the Prime Ministership of Narendra Modi and Sheikh Hasina, we have moved forward, improved relations between us, humanitarian benefits and geopolitical stability. But now again you see the same instability, the same problems, and in the coming days we'll have to see that what happens. These, in that way, these enclaves have been exchanged between India and Bangladesh, okay, under the land boundary agreement 2015. So in the coming days, we'll have to see that what happens now, and we'll have to keen eye on this news, and we'll update it. Okay, so thank you for today.